Hey, one of the great comedic actors of the 20th century was Groucho Marx, and one of the great 21st century comedic actors is here to talk about a brand new show, Mr. Frank Ferrante.
Thank you, Nancy.
Sir.
Hello.
Now, of course, the Northwest knows you well as Caesar from Teatro Zinzanni and loves you and thinks you're hilarious.
Thank you.
But you're here doing a brand new show. It is called what?
It's called An Evening with Groucho.
Okay.
And it's a role that I've been associated with since 1985.
So you've been doing for over 25 years?
25 years. But I've never played Seattle proper, or improper, for that matter.
Improper, for that matter. So why did you want to do, what made you want to do a show?
Steve?
Oh,
thanks.
Okay. Yeah, you're a little bit, bit shiny.
Thank you.
You got that? Thanks, Steve. That's great. Why did you want to do a show about Groucho Marx?
I loved Groucho when I saw Day at the Races when I was 9 years old. And he was breaking all the rules.
Yep.
And I thought, I want to do this.
Hello, Coconut Manor. What's that you say? The lady in 304 wants some ice water? Look, tell her to peel an onion. That'll make her eyes water.
I was exhilarated by the Marx Brothers comedy, and it propelled me to the local library where I grew up in Southern California. And that was it. I read about all the great comedians like Jack Benny and W.C. Fields, and that became the beginning of this show.
This show that you do. So I was curious, when you're doing a show about a real person, you got to hit the notes to make sure that the audience knows what you're doing, but you don't want to be a caricature, right? So how do you find that line of making it your own?
Well, you're right. I have to look like him, sound like him, move like him. But I've done it for so long. The key has been the improv.
Okay.
And the show is very interactive.
Because it's both written and improvised.
Right. And my goal, like I do with Teatro Zinzanni, is to make the audience wonder what is set material, what is the improv material.
Yeah, what's going to happen?
And every show is different with Groucho. I had a guy recently say to me, I said, "So you in show business?" He goes, "No." I said, "Were you ever in show business?" He goes, "Yes, like Groucho, I was in show business." I said, what did you do in show business? He said, "I modeled young boys' briefs." I said, "You modeled young boys' briefs?" I said, "How did they feel about that?" You know, so you get different.
You just kind of pick up on
stuff. You get different
stuff.
setups all the time.
Middle age is when you go to bed at night and hope you feel better in the morning. Old age is when you go to bed at night and hope you wake up in the morning. You should know.
What are some of the elements? There's obviously you're interacting. Is there you're singing?
I sing. There's about 10 songs. I sing songs like Lydia the Tattooed Lady. Lydia, oh Lydia, say have you met Lydia? Lydia the Tattooed Lady. She has eyes that folks adore so, and a torso even more so. Really funny songs like that.
Yeah.
And storytelling. The premise is, Nancy, what if Groucho Marx had a one-man show in 1934, which he never did because he was always working with his brothers, Harpo and Chico. Right. So in keeping with that era, I talk about Charlie Chaplin and W.C. Fields. I talk about the Marx Brothers, their famous foil, Margaret Dumont, who was the butt of all his jokes.
Right, a great actress.
Great actress.
Yes.
And he'd say horribly funny things to her like, "I can see you right now in the kitchen bending over a hot stove, but I can't see the stove." You know, I mean,
and she was always very stoic.
Well, and the word is that she never understood any of the jokes, which I find hard to believe. But she'd go, "Julius, what are they laughing at?" But the show has, I deal anecdotally with his life at that time, a lot of music. Same piano player since 1985, Mr. Jim Firmston, and he's my straight man in the show. But again, the joy of it is what you're getting at is trying to keep it current. Yeah. You know, for me, it's a belly laugh show. Before I go on stage, Nancy, I say, okay, share the joy you felt when you saw Groucho when you were a boy. Right. And get as many laughs as possible within his style.
Right.
Mr. Marx, I'm terribly sorry, but we don't allow Jews to swim in our pool.
What about my son? He's only half Jewish. Can he go into the water up to his knees?
All right, well, let's tell the people when they can come and see the show. It runs May 3rd through the 20th at ACT at the Bullet Cabaret Space, An Evening with Groucho, starring Mr. Frank Ferrante. And it changes every night, so you can go many more times than once.
And there are matinees, too.
And there are matinees.
Steve? Steve?
Yeah, Steve, thank you so much for coming in. And what's with these shoes, by the way?
Oh, come on, don't look at the shoes.
Okay, yeah.
Thanks, Steve.
Because they look like gardening shoes. I feel like you would have maybe dressed up a little more for this.
Hello, Chief? No, someone had to do that. Another reference lost on the young.
I know. Maxwell Smart.
Thank you very much.
Bang, bang, Maxwell Silverhammer. Mwah. Lovely.